I grab the symbol that has been given to me by Aisha, by knowing that this is a religious symbol. Uh, Looks like a crucifix to me. If it's a hand of
Close
Aisha
enough.
for you, whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, and I will recite the Lord's Prayer in Romanian and cast the symbol into the ocean,
And what happens?
and the waves slowly swell down. The sea calms and the color fades.
Very impressive. However, since you were not swept to safety, that means you get soaked by the water while this happens.
Oh,
And I think you need to make a stress check. And this is going to be 3 stress dice.
alrighty.
For all of us?
Me or
Let's do the professor first.
Yeah, because I was stood there by the railing with my flat cap. With
He's
like,
the one. He's the one who got a mouthful.
Yeah.
It's a very cinematic scene. Railing against the waves.
Old man yelling at the sea.
6. Highest, or was it the lowest?
Stress die.
Okay, so it's the lowest. Then.
Yes, and sadly, although your cool protect, you have a point of cool, right?
Yes.
Don't lose it. That's fine. But unfortunately, that one is there.
Okay,
And
so this 6 doesn't matter.
Correct, because we are looking at the result,
Lowest.
right? The result, you take the
Oh,
lowest
right,
value,
right,
and that's
right,
the
right,
result.
right.
Doesn't matter what the other dice.
Oh yeah, because the previous one was a single die.
Correct. So, unfortunately, therefore, you have a complete and total nuclear meltdown. Lose your cool if you have any. So your cool drops to 0.
Yes.
And lose a number of skill dice equal to the number of stress dice rolled. So you have to subtract 3 from your current skill values.
And now I have to say that he's a wreck.
Yes, I heard you.
Yeah, before.
Yeah. And then you get to roll 1 stress die.
There's no sputtering and angry swearing.
And you
Angrily
will
swearing
lose
at
2
me.
dice from an appropriate skill or 1 die from 2 skills.
Sorry, Christopher, what were you saying?
He's now sputtering drenched in the water and angrily yelling at the sea.
More than that, you begin speaking in archaic Swedish and interspersed with your own voice, and you have been possessed by some sort of horrid, malevolent force, and you and you turn green.
Did someone keep hold of the bottle with Hampus?
Oh, yes.
Actually, I was sitting in the tree with it. If I remember right.
Yeah, but okay, I brought the symbol, and then I escaped up the tree.
Right.
And now I climb down, and I'm like, Professor, are you right? I didn't know that you speak Infernal.
Yeah, that's right.
That was great.
You're still you. You can play dirt.
Yeah.
But it's clearly you are battling with some sort of awful entity, and it appears to me as though you did settle it in the harbor. Unfortunately,
it has not settled in me.
That's right.
That was the most awesome thing I've seen since 1994 on an episode of X-Files.
Maybe we should bring him to this friend at the university, the one who analyzed the water.
Do you know what was it here in Sweden? He was a
in
vampire
Stockholm.
fellow, wasn't he?
I guess he was in Stockholm.
Yes. Yes, it was. It was like we would have maybe sent off a courier with the samples to his lab, and wait, or gone and left the samples with the lab, and then waited for him to call back.
KT, that's an excellent idea. Which way? There's a bus stop. Sure, it's taking us to the university.
Everybody on the bus gets off.
There's a briny smell from the old
Yeah, that's
soaked
it.
fella.
Yes.
And I'm asking the chauffeur that, okay, University of Stockholm? And if not, sorry, we need to commandeer this bus.
Well, let's try the University of Stockholm. Contacts. 4.
Right.
Okay, so you say what happens. That does he take you? Apparently.
Actually, they do stop at Frescati,
Okay.
close to
Mhm.
close to the university.
Well, you can tell me the bus driver's reaction to.
He is not happy to have
Right.
us, and
Wants to get rid of you as quickly as possible, so we'll take you.
yes.
Yeah.
So okay, let's go then.
All right, onwards. Now we can end up at the university, and I think it's perfectly reasonable that when you meet Vlad, and who knows what Aisha is imagining at this point.
Surely we are borrowing your phone and. Okay. There's that blood fellow. We have it's sort of emergency, and Katie will tell you all about it. Okay, because to me this technology it's like magic.
Well, you're there on the university, and finding him won't be very difficult if you want to go in person.
Yes.
Okay. So.
I'm just asking whether he is sitting in the meeting.
Okay.
And whether it would
He
be
says,
okay
no,
to-
actually, this is fine. I'm on my tanning break.
Yes, okay. Can we meet you just for a moment? We have a little problem here. You may help with.
Certainly. He
Thank
says,
you
and he
very
directs you to the gym recreational area. And he'll come out, and he's wearing Speedos and a towel around his shoulder. He is a very well set up and light brown blonde hair, very, very handsome Slavic man of fair
suspicious of him.
complexion, and he comes out and he says, hello, and he looks and says, Dr. Ast?
Yes, might be slightly possessed.
So I start explaining what I think happened.
That the algae did this.
It's the only possible
a deep turn
explanation.
green high.
I will, yes,
So
I
I
will
thought
point out
you-
that don't forget though that the algae was not the cause. No one told Vlad this. So he says, well, that's
So can you help?
fluids?
He swallowed a lot of it.
Okay. He says, I'm going to need a lot more information, and maybe I'll have to call in a colleague or two. And what is this about? Who are you?
I'm very suspicious of that vampire guy.
So I'm starting. I'm starting to explain.
Vampires don't do tanning beds,
Right.
Aisha.
Yes.
No.
Please,
Uh-huh.
we need
Oh, do they? Because they can't be in the sun and get a normal tan.
Okay. Perhaps he would like to talk with Hampus. I have him here.
Let me start at the beginning and who we are and everything. And
So will you introduce Para International
yes,
and all this sort of thing?
yes, and I'm trying to gauge his reaction to make sure that it isn't too much.
True. This is definitely contacts.
Of which I only have one left.
You're very
So,
good at contacts.
Yes,
right? You want to help with
I'll
this?
definitely help.
Okay.
Yes.
Contact
I'm still
is the
keeping my eye on
library
the
That's
Sure.
card.
right. The contacts has no.
Has no. Okay.
Right. You would have to risk a bank, and also you're getting help from.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I help here, or am I compromised?
Okay.
That's a good question. You could compromise, I suppose. You have one contact die.
Yeah, I might as well help with that because he knows me.
True.
Even if I'm a changed man.
Oh,
That's
5.
right.
That's good. Go ahead and help,
Really good.
just in case. And Okay, yes.
No, I'm very strange
That
man.
shushing that you mentioned a minute ago,
Mhm.
you have to do a lot.
So I'm at the same time
Right.
trying to keep those two
Yes, from helping. Yes.
from helping and trying to keep the guy to concentrate on me. So
Yes. Yes.
Threaten him with a stake.
Mhm.
So I'm also, I find him rather attractive, so I'm going to be a little bit charming. And I'm explaining everything
Mhm,
and
mhm.
how far we've got in our research. And he's actually interested and a little bit confused, but he accepts that we are for real.
And with a
So-
roll of this kind, which gets you another franchise die, what information eventually emerges? I'll just say that this isn't his area, so he has to call some
So
other people.
he
but
actually takes
but
the
what do they-
professor and went
Yeah.
away and comes back and
Uh-huh.
explains that as far as he understood, we have to get all of the water out of the professor one way or other, but we have to make really sure that it doesn't contaminate the drinking water or anything. So we have to kind of catch
You
every
can't drink
single
his blood.
drop.
Mhm.
And
Well, since he has algae labs and stuff like
yes,
that,
so
he does have
he
big
actually-
buckets and
yes,
that a person could sit in.
he's a little bit like, feel free to load my equipment and I
There
can
you go.
help.
Excellent. Okay.
So we empty the professor.
Well, that's
And
the
it's
next step.
not,
That's the next step
It's
because
not
you
nice.
have some.
Laxatives.
Let's,
Or holding
let's
it
see.
upside down.
Let's see if it's. I suspect this is.
nice.
I suspect this is a technology check.
Yes,
And who is going to take the lead on this? I think all of you are really rotten at technology.
yes.
So, how is
At
your
least as far
bank
as
as
I'm
far as the
concerned.
gold card is concerned?
We should
But
have
actually,
we have
has
2 points.
4 points.
Mm-hmm.
We have the bank 4 points, and we have 2 gold card points.
Do you want to spend them? You are really draining your bank this adventure.
Yes.
I mean, we can as well, because in case we roll a 1, it will be gone anyway.
Well, so
I
you're
mean,
going
poor
to use.
professor.
Are you
It's
going
my
to use
suggestion.
the bank?
That's my suggestion.
How many cards from the bank?
Or
how
is
many dice?
anybody anything at technology that's not a 0?
No, I think your zeros are.
With
Technology, you are not a tech savvy group.
I haven't trained
I mean,
everything but my
professor or
academics.
bank
You are kind of smart and social, but as a group, but tech whizzes
No.
you are not.
Yeah.
Okay.
A short while. Okay, I do
I
consider
think-
ditching the professor, but okay,
Yeah.
he is a friend,
Right.
and he has.
I mean, Aisha's the boss, so
Yeah,
it's her
yeah.
decision.
Okay, so how many dice do we end up with?
Do we empty the bank account?
Yes.
Or do we want to have anything left?
Okay.
We want
2 dice.
or
2 dice from the bank and then emptying the gold card too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay,
All right.
professor's going to roll.
I see.
Or who?
That is a good question. Everybody's got. Well, who's got technology at
So
all?
that's 2, and that's a 0.
I have 0.
And
Zeros.
what's your technology? Aisha's technology.
0 at the
Oh,
moment.
you're all zeros. Okay, so this is going to be your only dice are coming from the bank. Or
Yes.
coming from the company.
Yes.
So let's see. After you, oh no, you were right. You don't roll the dice. You check the bank's result. You will have to use different colors. So let's let these be the bank
So-
dice.
So, okay, and then this are the.
And were
the
there
gold
4
card
coming
dice.
from the bank, right? Or 4
Oh, wait,
coming.
yes.
Right. So get the ones from the the gold card do not get checked for the bank. So you're going to roll.
So we're going
2
to
dice for
2
those.
from the bank and 2 from
Right.
the.
Uh-huh.
And I have the corner to hold. So going to rule this.
Woohoo. Well,
Okay,
well.
so that's
Okay.
6
Okay, so the
and a 5.
Oh,
And the bank
unfortunately,
dice is a 5 and a 2. So
yes. So first of all, bank.
Mm-hmm.
The 5 will give a point back to the bank.
Okay.
So that's good. But the 2, you lose that point and you lose a point. So you
So
end up
we
with
end
a
up
net.
with 1
You end up
In the
with
bank.
no. You end up with 2 in the bank. You had 4.
Hmm.
None come back.
Right. Yes.
That's what
Okay.
happens.
Okay, got it.
So change
Well,
that to
could
a
be
2.
worse.
And yeah, it could be worse. Believe me. But look at your result.
So we have a 6.
Uh-huh. And you get to give tons of content.
So actually, we are able to get all of this greenish water out of the professor. And now actually there is an angry voice. I'm not going to go into details.
Body horror.
Ooh.
We're
Everybody
going to
has
keep,
its
we're
own-
going to keep
Guys.
our eyes at the level of the tub,
Let's
right?
just-
We all look.
Yeah.
It's a horizontal
We are
shot.
decent persons. We don't just observe him like
Yeah.
Exactly.
Here's your bucket. Sit in the tub,
That's right.
and you just hear
Gurgling noises.
Yeah.
Yes.
we are playing nice music on
That's
the phone.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Earbuds.
Okay.
You just cut a scene with the waves gently rolling. the
Oh, just
sea-
you
the
saying,
seagulls.
that. Roll 2 more stress dice. That's what you get for that. 2s?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you have an unfortunate stress response. Um,
I'm sorry. Mm.
Somebody bring him a fiddle.
Just let's finish that before I start to say what I really
Yes,
want.
2 more dice are lost.
All right.
Okay.
Mm.
So now
Where was I?
you
Okay,
you
yes.
got the water out, but we need
got the water
progress on this
out and-
case.
And actually now the water is starting to talk.
The water
It's very, very scary.
Mm-hmm.
So the water is kind of swearing and cursing us and really trying to get at us and out of the tub where it is in. But I think together we managed to get it under control. And I asked the professor if he could do that trick with the cross again.
The professor is extremely frazzled at this time, has 2 academics dice left and 1 contact left.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, the professor is not, you are not on your best day at this
No.
time.
Also, it made a lot of sense that you lose those stress dice when like that.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Let my internal screaming for a moment, and I'm now very. Yeah.
We have to kind of banish this thing for good campus is right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, that's a naked from hell.
You got to see your naked man.
I did. It was not what I hoped, what I expected. Should have done a confessional about. And that's when I saw the naked,
Yeah.
the real naked man.
Yeah. Also, like.
Does anyone want a confessional at this moment? This might be an interesting time for a confessional.